Finding a great movie on Netflix isn't easy with so many choices out there. In this video, we've picked 5 hidden gems that are truly worth your time. If you're after something different and powerful, you're in the right place. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you dive in. Melancholia. Directed by Lars von Trier, Melancholia is an apocalypse drama with deep psychological layers. The story goes through the eyes of 2 sisters, Justin and Claire. It starts with Justin's wedding, which first looks like a specific family drama, but soon turns into something deep and existential. In the sky, a mysterious planet called Melancholia has emerged, and its possible collision with the Earth is near. As this risk increases, it reflects the character's internal turmoil. Justin sinks deeply in depression, while Claire struggles to cope with fear and uncertainty. Instead of focusing on chaos, the end of the world is depicted as a strange kind of peace. The visually blissful and slow burning, it immerses the audience into an artificial sleep experience. The director uses metaphors, classical music, and real imagination to detect topics such as death, trivial and calm imperatives of cosmic fate. Melancholia is not a traditional disaster film. It is like a poetic meditation about despair and surrender. By preparing apocalypse as a psychological fracture instead of a procession, the film provides something disturbing and strangely beautiful. This is a terrible depiction of how man treats end, relationships, and himself. Stowaway. Stowaway, directed by Joe Penna, is a gripping science-fi thriller set in a Mars-bound spacecraft. The story revolves around a small crew, Marina, biologist David, and medical researcher Zoe, who start a 2-year mission to Mars. Immediately after launch, they discover an unconscious engineer, Michael, who was accidentally stuck on board during takeoff. His presence was not accounted for in the ship's life support systems, and now oxygen runs dangerously low. With only sufficient resources for 3 people, the crew faces an impossible moral dilemma. Should one person be sacrificed for the others to survive? Thus begins a tense moral conflict where science, emotion, and survival clash head-on. The film avoids flashy effects, instead focusing on human decisions under unthinkable pressure. Anna Kendrick, Daniel Day Kim, Toni Collette, and Shamir Anderson give restrained but powerful performances grounded in emotional realism. Stowaway doesn't offer simple answers, and the cool intensity lingers long after the credits roll. It explores the limits of compassion in crisis and challenges the audience to ask, what would you do? More than just a space film, it's a reflection on the fragility of human life under sacrifice, isolation, and zero gravity. The Kitchen. The Kitchen, directed by Daniel Kaluuya and Kibwe Tavares, is a raw, dystopian drama set in near-future London, where social housing has collapsed. The film centers around a neglected district known as The Kitchen, where a marginalized community struggles to survive outside the system. At its heart is Easy, a man trying to escape the chaos, and Benji, a young boy seeking connection after his mother's death. Their unexpected bond forms the emotional core of the story. When the government targets The Kitchen, tensions rise, and the neighborhood becomes a battleground for identity, resistance, and hope. With gritty realism and poetic scenes, the film explores themes of urban decay, class inequality, and the hunger for belonging. Kaluuya brings personal depth to the script, blending social commentary with human intimacy. Muted color palettes, vibrant music, and sparse dialogue immerse the audience in a world that feels both imagined and achingly real. The Kitchen isn't just about the future, it's a reflection of the present, told through the lives of those most often ignored. What does it mean to exist, to connect, to call a place home? It's a quiet yet powerful cry for community. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. Directed by George Miller, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, is a high-octane prequel expanding the Mad Max universe. The film traces the origin story of Imperator Furiosa, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who is abducted from the green place of many mothers and thrust into the brutal world of the wasteland. Raised in captivity, Furiosa becomes entangled in a violent power struggle between 2 warlords, one of them played brilliantly by Chris Hemsworth. As war machines clash and fury ignites across barren highways, Furiosa hones her skills and rises as the fierce warrior we know from Fury Road. The film preserves Miller's signature kinetic action, grotesque world-building, and relentless pacing while adding a more emotional and character-driven layer. The cinematography is stunning, and the stunts, as always, are jaw-dropping. But beneath the chaos lies a deeper story, of loss, resilience, and the forging of legend. Furiosa isn't just about action, it's about surviving trauma, channeling rage, and enduring with purpose. A thrilling ride with a strong emotional spine, this saga delivers both adrenaline and soul. Okja. Okja, directed by Bong Joon-ho, is a genre-blending tale mixing science fiction, corporate satire, and heartfelt adventure. The story follows Mia, a young girl living in the mountains of South Korea, who raises a genetically engineered super pig named Okja. Created by the Mirando Corporation to solve global food shortages, Okja is loyal, intelligent, and deeply bonded with Mia. But when the corporation comes to reclaim the creature for a media campaign and eventual slaughter, Mia embarks on a daring mission to save her best friend. What follows is a globe-spanning chase filled with action, heartbreak, and ethical dilemmas. Bong masterfully balances tone, from tender friendship to biting critique of corporate greed. Tilda Swinton plays dual roles with eerie charm, while Paul Dano and Steven Yeun shine in a quirky animal rights collective. With stunning visuals and raw emotion, Okja tackles issues like factory farming, genetic manipulation, and consumer responsibility, without ever losing its heart. It's a bold, moving film that urges us to question our food systems and ourselves. Equal parts fun, shocking, and tender, Okja is a cinematic protest wrapped in the love between a girl and her pig. If you don't want to miss more high-quality but underrated content, make sure to subscribe. We're so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers, your support means the world to us.